Restaurants is a stock which is on our radar currently. The company has opened a new restaurant, a modern Asian cuisine restaurant called Gong in Pune. Avik Chatterjee, the Director Innovation of the company, joins us on the phone line. Hi Avik, good afternoon and thanks so much for joining in. What is the kind of investment that you've made in this particular restaurant? Do you own the land? Is it on lease? When do you expect to break even? The kind of revenues and margins that you expect? Take us through the financials.
Hi, so this property is on rental and it's a newer format for us. It's called Gong and we serve modern Asian cuisine. So we look at breaking even somewhere around 2 years and hopefully I think we should achieve that, and that's how we planned our targets. And restaurant is based on modern cooking techniques fused with Asian ingredients, and we're taking inspiration from a lot of Western cooking techniques as well.
All right, Avik, sounds quite interesting. I think I'll check it out at some point of time. But let's talk about some other financials. Then you're looking to break even in this particular unit in the next couple of years. How many total, how many restaurants you'll have in total? Is it around 100, I think so, or thereabouts? Out of the 100, could you tell us how many are profitable, how many are non-profitable, and how many are being shut down, if at all?
So currently we have 124 restaurants, out of which 81 are owned by us, 25 are franchisees, and 18 are confectioneries.
Okay.
So out of these, I would say around 80% of our units are profitable, and some of them are lagging behind due to some hits and strikes like demonetization and some slow terms and turbulent times. But we are trying to recover and we're trying to get back, and that's how we are planning to take over. And basically what we're doing with newer formats currently, which I'm taking in particular care of, one would be Gong, and another one that we're doing is Po, that's coming up in Kamla Mill in Mumbai. So we're trying to rebrand ourselves, looking into newer formats, which are a little younger, more on the casual fine dining format, and operationally mostly on the afternoon and early evenings.
All right.
Okay. When is the one in Kamla Mills expected to open? That's just out of personal interest.
Okay, the one in Kamla Mill is supposed to open next month, mid-May. So that's going to be a little different from Gong. It's going to be progressive Asian rather than modern Asian, where we're going to be infusing mostly cooking styles of Asia, for example, Malaysian fused with Japanese.
Okay.
All right.
You spoke about a break-even in 2 years, right, for this Gong restaurant?
Yeah, 2.5 years.
2.5 years for you to meet your internal targets. So what are these internal targets, Avik? Just take us through, give us an example.
Example of
the kind of revenues that you're penciling in year 1, year 2. What are the costs that you entail? And this, I presume, would be EBITDA break-even at the EBITDA level.
Yes, that's true. Well, what we're looking at is an average of daily average of somewhere around 1.8 lakhs. So that helps us achieve our break-evens way faster. So hence the 2-year target.
So FY18 will be profitable for you all. For the 9 months, you're making a loss. FY18, you believe you'll be back in the green? Yeah. Okay, that's good news. And also just wanted to ask you, I believe you have a strong balance sheet. Your current market capitalization is around 380 crores. What's the cash in your books? You're opening up quite a few restaurants, so I guess there'll be some drainage of cash. What will be the cash that will be in your books, and how do you plan to use it?
So we do have some cash lying with us after IPO. So what we're planning to do is innovate as well, and not just stick in growing to our current brands that we've done for so long. I think the newer brands and newer formats that we're trying is at least 5 this year. So out of which, that would give us a signal of which ones to grow in which cities. And we're trying to look into newer formats because that's what people are wanting now. And they're kind of bored of the older ones, whilst the old ones still have their presence in their current cities. And we can probably find tier 2 cities to grow them. But the newer and the metropolitans need the newer brands that we've been working on. It's been almost a year and a half since we've worked on them. And sooner they're out.
What's the cash in your books, Avik? Sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry?
What's the cash in your books, current investments?
65 crores.
65 crores. Okay.
Avik, we know mainland China is predominantly where you get at least 50% of your overall volumes and revenues. But you've got a lot of the other brands, you know, something like in Hoppy Pola, O Calcutta, etc. Tell us the brand where you're seeing the greatest traction, which appears to be most promising in terms of revenues as well as profit margins.
So currently, our Pola brand, Hoppy Pola, looks very promising. The reason being, we've expanded to 13 stores within 3.5 years. So we're still looking at innovating within Hoppy Pola, because the kind of market that we cater to with the Hoppy Pola needs constant innovation and constant growth in terms of what your product lines are.
Okay, and you've managed to break even in your Hoppy Pola stores in 2 years?
Yes, we have. Some of them less than 2 years. All
right, okay. Avik, you know, your stock is up close to around 17-18%, I think, the last 1 month. So clearly, the street believes that maybe the worst is over for you all. FY18, what kind of numbers can we look at? You always told us you are trying to break back into the profitable range. In terms of a top line, I think you've been doing roughly around 300 crores or thereabouts on the top line. For FY18, what kind of a number can we work with?
But that's something that I can't really directly comment on.
Okay.
That's still being worked on with our finance team.
All right.
But I'm surely we're looking at a green signal, because the way we're going currently, even internally as well as external, Gong is something that's very promising for us, and we're hoping towards Po as well. And once these two brands are set, we exactly know what kind of targets we should achieve and how many number of stores we would do in the country.
Right, Avik. Thanks so much for stopping by. All the best going ahead. Positive